Today, we will be testing a new CCI strategy. Who am I? I am DP Roberts, and for years I've been testing thousands of indicators and strategies, and I'm testing more every single day here on the channel. I've taken the information from my testing and compiled that into spreadsheets. And if you are interested in getting access to the original 1,100 plus tested indicators that took me over 3 years of testing to put together, you can get access absolutely free. Just join our free tier on our Patreon page. You can find the link down below in the description. All right, as I said, today we will be testing a new CCI strategy. Before we do though, I wanted to put the testing scoreboard up for everyone to see. So to date, we have tested a total of 609 different strategies, with 173 of them being winners. And so far, since we have been using the Nexus backtest indicator, we've tested 22 of the most recent strategies. And out of those 22 strategies, we've made every single one either more profitable than they originally were, or profitable when the original strategy wasn't. Like I said, every single one. And out of those 22 strategies, we have a combined weekly profit of $16,900. The best weekly profit from one single strategy so far has been $4,100. That was actually in the last video, and a significant jump from the previous most profitable weekly profit from an indicator. All right, as I said, today we will be testing a new CCI strategy. And so the source video says best CCI settings ever. It tells you exactly when to buy and sell. Sounds very similar to the source video from the last video that we did, and that's because it is extremely similar. Obviously, the best CCI settings ever, there's no way for you to actually conclude that's what you have. You'd have to test every single CCI, every single variation on every single setting, every single time frame. It's just impossible to make that claim. As far as it telling you exactly when to buy and sell, it definitely doesn't. Now, we solved that problem, which we'll talk about here in just a moment. But it definitely does not tell you exactly when to buy and sell. So the first indicator that we will add to the screen is going to be the multiple CCI indicator. It's going to be this one right here. Go ahead and click on that and add it to the screen. Jump into the settings. We're going to run through this really super fast. So what we have is the C1, C2, and C3 set to red, green, and yellow, just like so. Then go to the inputs here, and what we want is the number 1 set to 11, number 2, 34, and number 3 set to 200. Then you can go down here and just double check that these settings are correct. I don't think we changed them at all, but you can just double check. They're 90, 150, negative 90, and negative 150. Then go ahead and click OK. The second indicator we will add to the screen is going to be the Andean oscillator. It's going to be this one right here. Go ahead and click on that one and add it to the screen. And this one stays on the default settings. And so according to the source video, what we're looking for a long trade setup, so you're going to look down to the CCI. You want the yellow CCI to be above the 0 line, this dashed white line right here. And then you want the red and green CCIs to drop below that center line. And then what you're looking for is the red CCI to cross back up above the yellow. And when it does that, the yellow and red line should be between the center line, the dash line here, and the upper red zone here, right in the center of those. So it shouldn't be below the center line, and it shouldn't be up in the overbought area. Then what we're going to do is we're going to look to the Andean oscillator. And what we want from the Andean oscillator is we want either the orange line to be on top of both the green and red, like it is right here, or we want the green line to be above the orange and the red, showing continuation or momentum or strength back to the upside. Now, of course, that is all super confusing to figure out on your own and can get very intimidating problematic. And so what I did was just coded an indicator that does this for you. And so that's this right here. And what it does is give you very clear buy and sell signals just like this. So all you have to do is just look for the buy tag or the sell tag. And that means that all the criteria is met according to the source video's rules. So in this case, what we're looking for a long trade setup is we are looking for the green buy tag, just like this here. And that'll be our signal to enter into a long. We'll put our trade here. We're going to put our stop just right below this kind of pivot area here. Target a 1 to 1.5 risk to reward, just like so. Let's go ahead and play this forward and see how it plays out. And you can see this really nice steady push to the upside, getting us to our take profit. All right, since it was such a long-winded explanation of how to enter and look for signals from the source video strategy, I'm going to go ahead and skip looking at a short trade setup, and we'll just go ahead and take a look at the numbers on the strategy. I'll exit out of the bar replay just so that way it doesn't make anything weird, and we'll go ahead and turn on the Nexus backtest indicator. And you can see here now we have right at a 38% win rate, 226 trades, the standard about 20,000 bars back, and we are on the 5-minute time frame, so right around 3 months traded. And that puts your total profit and loss at negative $3,000. Your total weekly profit and loss at negative 216. So as far as the best CCI settings, definitely not the case. And did it show you exactly when to buy and sell? It did not, but I created the indicator that does. And of course, we use the Nexus backtest indicator to see if we can optimize this and make it even better. So with just a little bit of tweaking here, we got these results here. So now we're at a 65% win rate, 271 trades. We are on a 1-minute time frame, so we lower the time frame. That means that now it was over 20 days of trading. Again, 20,000 bars looked back. Now your total profit and loss would have been $7,700 over that 20 days, which means that your total profit and loss per week would have been $2,597. So significantly better results. Now, do I believe that these are the best CCI settings? I don't, honestly. We didn't even touch the CCI settings. All we did was play with some of the other settings within Nexus itself, and we were able to get these results. I imagine that you could probably optimize the CCI a little bit more, something along those lines, and maybe get even better results. Not really sure, but I'm definitely not going to claim they're the best. Now, like I said in the beginning of the video, if you are interested in getting the list of the original 1,100 plus tested indicators that took me over 3 years of testing to put together, then you can get it for free if you just join our free Patreon down below in the description. But if you are interested in getting access to the strategies like this that are proven, tested, and profitable, optimized, I guess I should say, then just join our $19 Patreon. And you will get access to the full list of strategies that we have tested, which shows exactly what their win rates were, which ones were profitable, which ones weren't profitable. Links to the original videos, so that way you can go back and review my videos on those strategies. Plus, it shows these or has links to these layouts here. So as long as you have access to these indicators here, which you can get by becoming a patron of the channel, all you need to do is just click the layout link, and it loads this exact chart on screen the way it is now with all the optimized settings for you to basically hit the ground running and go with it and do whatever you wish with it. And also what I've been doing here recently in the last video and now this video and every video from here, any changes that I make to optimize a strategy into profitability like this or more profitable, I'm putting the exact steps that took place, those exact settings that I changed to make the strategy profitable, which means that you don't need these indicators here, any of these indicators, and you can just take those particular settings and try to recreate the strategy here. Now, keep in mind, warning, there is a human aspect to trading. There is a human aspect to how you kind of create a bias when you are testing and looking at trades. And often what it does is it makes it impossible to recreate results like this. These results are very mechanized. There is no human intention behind them whatsoever. And if you try to recreate this without these exact entries, exits, take profits, it's going to be really hard to get these exact results here, which is why, again, we've made it as simple as possible by providing you with all the tools that you need to make this happen without you having to go through the headache of doing it all manually and then wondering whether or not you're actually getting these results or not. And again, for $19, you can't beat that kind of a bargain where we basically just hand you, at least at this point, what was it, 22, 23? So almost 24 optimized strategies that have been optimized for profitability. That's a really good bargain. You can't beat that. It doesn't make a lot of sense to spin your wheels trying to recreate something that we were able to do quite efficiently. And so that's it for this strategy here. We're going to go ahead and put this one on the no list because the original strategy was not profitable. But again, like I always say, we'll mark right next to it that the optimization was profitable with the settings that I applied to it to make it profitable and the link to the layout video. And we will move on to the next video from here.